স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আমার কথা?
শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
শ্যামশ্রী এসে গেছে।
ম্যাডাম আর ইউ স্টার্ট? ম্যাডাম শুরু করব?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can start.
Okay.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
Kunal sir.
Okay.
Kunal sir,
Okay. You can say.
can we start?
Okay, you can start.
Prathita madam is there?
Okay. Yes.
Prathita ma'am?
Also in line.
Yes, YouTube live also it's showing. Okay.
Madam, start.
Yes. Good afternoon, friends, my dear colleagues, the students, and all the participants of all over India. Today is the second day of our national level webinar on physical and psychological well-being through household work and daily life activities, which is going to be held from 13 July to 15 July, from 3 to 5 p.m. So today is 14 July. Today is the second day of our national level webinar. So friends, today we have two speakers with us, Dr. Mahesh Swata Khetmalish and Dr. Manoj Kumar Dhanwal. So before starting, I am giving the mic over to Dr. Kunal Sardar, the convener of the workshop, the convener of the webinar.
Okay, thank you, madam. Good afternoon to all. We meet here again at second day of webinar. I, Dr. Kunal Sardar, on behalf of Siddhinath Mahavidyalaya, Panchkura, Purva Medinipur, heartily welcome to all of you again who join the second day of national level webinar on physical and psychological well-being through household work and daily life activity. Organized by Department of Physical Education, Siddhinath Mahavidyalaya. Now we start the webinar by a Shanti Path presented by Mr. Harisadan Podia, State-Aided College Teacher in Physical Education, Siddhinath Mahavidyalaya. Mr. Podia, please start. Mr. Podia.
Good afternoon, all of you. Respected teachers, madam, and our all participants. Today I have done Shanti Mantra. Everyone repeat with me Shanti Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Poria, to your nice presentation. Next, I request to our respected Principal Madam, Dr. Uma Ghosh, to deliberate welcome speech. Please, Madam.
Thank you, Kunal. And good afternoon, everyone. Today is the second day of our national webinar on physical and psychological well-being through household work and daily life activity. We have passed the first day successfully. I hope that all the participants enjoyed the valuable lectures by Dr. Hiralal, Dr. Uh, Hiralal Odhikari and Gopal Chandra Saha. Today, there are two presentations or two lectures. The first of all by Dr. Mahesh Khetmalis. His topic is home fitness and happy self. And the second, he is Dr. Maheshwata Khetmalis is from Vishwabharati Vishwavidyalaya, Shantiniketan. And the second lecture is by Dr. Manoj Kumar Dhadwal, who is from B.R. Ambedkar University. He will deliver lectures on mental health. I hope that all of you will enjoy the lecture. And now I am thanking Dr. Kunal Sardar, the convener of our convener of the organizing committee, and joint convener Dr. Shamosri Sur. I also thanking to all the members of the organizing committee. I also thankful to the members of the advisory committee, Dr. Debobroto Sahu, Dr. Deboprasad Sahu and Dr. Partita Vishwas Madam. Partita Vishwas Madam is always with us, and she is helping in all respect to organize a series of webinar uh, by our college with the help of Dr. Shamosri Sur. I also thank you all the participants. Let us start the lectures. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you. Now we going to the today's first speaker of the webinar. Today we are pleased to welcome Dr. Mahesh Sauta Khetmalis. Today's first speaker in the second day of webinar. Dr. Khetmalis serving as an associate professor at Vishwabharati Shantiniketan for last 11 years. Before that, Dr. Khetmalis served at CACPE Savitri Bai Phule Pune University for 6 years. Before that, he served Oberoi Hotels for 3 years. Dr. Khetmalis loves to learn and perform physical education, sports, and games with the help of gymnastics and other disciplines. And today, respected sir will sharing his expert opinion on home fitness for happy self. With that, I ask that all the participants full attention to the Dr. Khetmalis. Sir, please join with us and share your views. Dr. Khetmalis. Sir, are you here?
Is Dr. Khetmalis
Join. Also, yeah.
Kunal sir, you call him. I think you should call him.
Okay.
Oh, sir is there. He has chat in the inbox.
Okay.
Oh, sir, please unmute me. Sir, yeah, Kunal sir, you have muted him. You have muted Dr. Khetmalis.
No. I already unmuted.
Okay.
One minute. Mahesh sir, are you audible? हेलो सर, नहीं आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। हाँ, नहीं अभी तक नहीं आ रहा है। हाँ, दोबारा लॉगिन कीजिए ना, कीजिए। ओके। Some technical fault, so sir will come again. Participant, wait 1 minute. Some technical points. So that is not.
কি হলো কুনাল দা?
এক মিনিট দাঁড়ান, স্যারের একটু অসুবিধা হয়েছে, লিংক হচ্ছে না।
কালকে সেকেন্ড লেকচার স্টার্ট করবে?
না, সেকেন্ড লেকচার উনি এখন আসেননি।
এখন আসেননি? ও আচ্ছা, we have to wait please.
Okay. Wait, sir.
কুণাল বাবু, স্পিকার কি একটু দেরি করবেন আসতে?
দেরি না, উনি ইন করেছিলেন কিন্তু কিছু প্রবলেমের জন্য আবার রিকানেক্ট করছেন আমি।
ও আচ্ছা, তাহলে আমি 10 মিনিটের জন্য লিভ করছি, 10 মিনিট পরে তাহলে আবার জয়েন করি।
Yes.
বেশ।
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
महेश सर, हेलो महेश सर, आपको सुनाई दे रहा है? महेश सर, हेलो सर, सेम हो रहा है तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है। हाँ वही तो देख रहा हूँ, आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। हाँ हाँ सर, नहीं सुनिए, आप आवाज को मतलब ओके नहीं किए आप ना। इसका मैंने ऑडियो जो पहले आया था ना, उसका ओके नहीं हुआ, ऑडियो ऑप्शन तब तो नहीं आ रहा है क्या?
Actually, his video is not coming.
देखते अभी तक है। दूसरा मोबाइल है, दूसरा मोबाइल से कनेक्ट कीजिए तब। हाँ हेलो, नहीं आज तो नहीं आ रही। हेलो, नहीं आवाज नहीं आ रही।
Kunal? Hello? Kunal? Hello? Kunal? হ্যাঁ কুনাল,
हाँ
আমি আমি বলছি যে ওনাকে কি কোনোভাবে অডিবল করা যেতে পারে?
ওটা প্রথিতা ম্যাডাম একটু বলতে পারবেন, উনি টেকনিক্যাল ব্যাপারটা দেখছেন তো।
আর ইয়ে কি উনি কি পাওয়ার পয়েন্টটা আগে পাঠিয়েছেন নাকি?
হ্যালো স্যার,
ওনার
হ্যালো মনোজ, I will try to join our second speaker. So wait few minutes. Participants are requested to wait few minutes because some problem are happened in this region. I will try to join our second speaker.
Hello, Kunal.
Hello. Hello, Samalada.
হ্যাঁ, সোমলদা বলছি।
হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছি।
বলছি মানুষ তো জয়েন করে গেছে।
হ্যাঁ মনোজা। Okay, you are ready because ये महेश जी का थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। ओके तो अभी इन करूँगा। हाँ आपका थोड़ा इन करूँगा, ठीक है। Okay, audience. Few problem are happen, but we can solve because our second speaker in line. So we invite our second speaker in this time. Then I will try to first speaker and in next time. So second speaker, our Dr. Manoj Kumar Dhadwal, Assistant Director of Physical Education and Sports at हेलो। कौन कनेक्टेड है? आप कनेक्टेड है ना? हाँ मनोज जी, हाँ आप आ जाइए ना, मतलब कनेक्टेड दिखा रहे हो तब आ जाइए, ठीक है। और ठीक है, घूम रहा है तभी आ जाएगा, थोड़ा लिंक क्लियर रहता तो देख लीजिए थोड़ा।
Hello.
हेलो
Hello. अब बीच में
हाँ
हाँ कुणाल जी, yes.
मनोज जी
Yeah, you can see me.
ओके
Yeah. Now you can see me.
ओके
Yeah. Is it fine?
इज इट फाइन
Yeah. Yeah.
So, lastly, I welcome to our second speaker, Dr. Manoj Kumar Dhadwal, Assistant Director of Physical Education and Sports at B.R. Ambedkar University, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Dhadwal is also a former Assistant Professor and Department in charge of Guru Granth Sahib World University, Fatehgarh Sahib, Punjab. He worked as a resource person, Government College for Men, Sector 11, Punjab University, Chandigarh. He worked as an assistant professor at Eritrea Institute of Technology College of Education. Dr. Dhadwal published so many research papers in various reputed journals in India and abroad, and he presented so many research papers in various seminars. And he also performed other professional responsibilities in the field of physical education in India. And today, Dr. Dhadwal will sharing with us his expert opinion on mental health. With that, I ask that all the participants give your full attention to Dr. Dhadwal. So, sir, please start your presentation. Sir, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kunal. First of all, I would like to say thanks to all my organizers who had conducted such a wonderful workshop and given me chance to speak upon and given me platform to speak upon actually. Kunalji, I just would like to share some of my
Okay, you can share.
slides. Yeah, so that all the participants can see.
Okay.
Just hold on, please. Kunalji, some other participant is sharing the site. Ask him to please shut down the site so that I may be able to share the site. Some other participant, maybe you probably sharing the. Yeah, Kunalji, you are sharing your computer screen to me actually.
Oh.
If you shut down that, then in other way I'll be able to share mine. Yeah. Come out from the sharing side, Kunalji.
Sharing site. What is the
Trying.
okay? You can try.
Yeah, actually, it's your computer is getting shared with me. Actually, I wanted to share my computer to you all.
Option was where.
You simple shut down that, then it will be done. I mean, yeah, come on, share side. I mean, share slides. You click on that.
Okay. So, Samastri madam, are you here?
Yes, I'm there.
Madam, somebody can help doctor to please, because he has shared his desktop. Actually, I wanted to share my slides so that participant can easily understand
Okay.
what I want. Yeah. Now I can share. Okay.
Okay.
Now I
Okay,
can share.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Am I site? I mean, slides are visible to all.
Okay.
Yes, like
Yeah. So my introduction is already given by Dr. Kunal. Actually, let me. Today I'll be speaking about mental health. You know that during this pandemic time, COVID-19, it is this mental health is very essential, because we all are locked down for a number of days, perhaps number of months together, and you never know how long it will go. Uh, I'll be speaking in between English and as well as speaking in Hindi also, because sometimes maybe the participants here are more concerned about Hindi also. I don't know how it goes, but I'll be speaking both the language. So I'll be taking mental health today. Now, the scope of the presentation, when we go out from after the presentation, how it would be. The mental health, what is mental health? Some of the major consideration of improving mental health. This all goes with the evidence of the successful workplaces. I mean, how do you go when we go to the workplaces, how it works out, types of intervention and workplace mental health management, and standards of the work-related stress, and conclusions. Now, here some of the points I just would like to discuss. What is mental health? First of all, I mean, it must be clear to the participant, those who are participants, specifically the students, then they must know what is actually the mental health is. Mental health is essential to overall health. He says, एक अच्छे शरीर में एक अच्छा दिमाग वास करता है. This is what we say. A very good body contains a very good mind. In the same way, if the mind is not appropriate, if your mental health is not good, then the body, the physical appearance and the posture of the body will go not in a shape what structure will not be in the shape what it should be actually. Now, when we talk about the mental health refers to the maintenance of successful mental activity. All the activities what we are performing for the daily life, all the activities, all it is related to that. This includes maintenance of productive daily activities and maintaining fulfilling relationship with others. How we react, how we behave with others, this donates that. It also includes maintaining the abilities to adapt to change and to cope with the stresses. Mental health is not just the absence of mental disorder. It is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potentials, can cope up with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. It says the key components of the mental health. What do you think actually? What do you think about? Thinking is a cognitive component, is a mental health. Now the question comes, what is cognitive health? Now, cognitive health, when we talk about it, is it is a part of the attitude. Attitude has got three components. One is a cognitive component, another is behavioral component, another is affective or emotional component. Now the thinking is a cognitive component, means it's a logical, but cognitive means it's a logical when there is a logic behind it. So when we think logically. Sometimes when we always denote some of the points and we think accordingly. We think when we talk to the social human beings, we think that whether we should talk to this individual or not. This is all depend upon individual difference. It is all depend upon individual to individual. It is important to recognize your thoughts and to determine if they are reasonable for the situation. सबसे पहले ये सोचना बहुत जरूरी है कि क्या आप जो भी आपकी थिंकिंग आ रही है, जो भी आपके दिमाग में जहन आ रहा है, कि क्या वो पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन को लेकर के हिट करता है, क्या उस सिचुएशन को लेकर के क्या कहीं हम लोग को डिमेरिट्स तो नहीं आ रहा है, उस सिचुएशन को लेकर के क्या हम लोग कहीं नेगेटिव उसमें तो नहीं, प्रोस्पेक्टिव तो नहीं जा रहे हैं. It must be in positive way. It must be in healthy relation. For an examples, a friend invites to the another friend to go to the movie. Do you think that okay, she can? वो हमेशा कह भी सकती हैं कि नहीं आज मन नहीं है, आज I cannot go. तो क्या आपको लगता है कि वो आपकी फ्रेंड नहीं है? ऐसा नहीं है. There may be a situation arises a certain time. There may be a situation accordingly she might have behaved, she might have told you. But उस समय अपना thought thinking बना लेना, अपना perception बना लेना कि XYZ को मैंने कुछ पूछा था और उसका आंसर बहुत negatively आया. That's not negative answer. That may be situational. That may be certain problems may arise. So उसको हम लोग को उस चीज को अपने आप को थिंकिंग करके चलना चाहिए. When we talk to the society, हम लोग डेली लाइफ में बात करते हैं तो डेली लाइफ हमारी सोसाइटी से ही बनती है. हम लोग अपने घर में अपने बड़ों से कैसे बिहेव करना है, अपने माता पिता से कैसे बिहेव करना है. Then it comes to come to the friend circle and it goes to the overall environment, and it becomes a society. When it comes to the society, then we must know how to behave with the society, how to behave within a society, how to behave with the elders, how we take the point of others. सामने वाले ने कुछ कह दिया है, whether we have to react or we have to stop at certain times. So here in certain slides I'll be talking specifically to क्या है ये mental health, क्या है, how we thinking about that, how we going in part with that. It is important to recognize your feeling. For example, I am angry or I'm upset. उन्होंने मना कर दिया. Take an example, she denied to go to you with you for a picture. आप उसको कैसे are you angry? Are you showing angerness? कि तुम कैसे मना कर दिया? How dare you do that? Or you are upset. आपने नहीं कुछ बोला, but you sit aside and you feel upset that, and you started thinking some negative thinking. No, take it. I point is the take it is a very positive way, and it may be some reasons, it may be some situational problems that XYZ has denied to do that. It is important to understand where these feelings are coming from. For example, your thought process and how you interpret what happened. ये अभी जैसे हमने बात की, she has denied to go to the picture, and the same way what our thought process has started that she has simply straightforward denied to not to go with me for a picture. But we never thought of why she has denied. We never thought of situation. We never thought of the way, her background. We never thought of what she may be having a problem. We thought of only my own problem, that she has denied to come with me. So these are the examples. It is important. You see, it is important how you respond to your thoughts. Thoughts may be negative. Just now I told you, कई बार आप बहुत negative सोच लेते हैं. In the same way, अगर आप negative सोचते हैं, it आपके thought process को damage करता है, आपकी continuity को break करता है, और ये आपको करता है. Do you think you have a slid by a friend? Take an example. आपका कोई friend है, बार बार आपको तंग कर रहा है, आपको slid कर रहा है, or do you go over it, or do you over in your mind? क्या करते हैं? Take an example. If you are not able to, the English में कहावत है, if you are not able to change something, better you avoid it. In the same way, अगर आपको किसी फ्रेंड ने स्लेज किया है और आपको बार बार मतलब गुस्सा दिला रहा है, आपको बार बार मतलब किसी चीज को लेकर पिन पॉइंट कर रहा है, तो आपको ऑब्वियसली आप इरिटेट हो रहे होंगे, ऑब्वियसली आपको गुस्सा आ रहा होगा. नाउ आपको उस सिचुएशन में अपने आप पे डिफेंड करके, अपने माइंड को सेटल करके आपको डिसाइड करना है कि क्या उस वक्त व्हाट इज द सिचुएशन, व्हाट शुड आई डू. क्या मैं उस चीज को रिएक्ट करूं और उस पर ओवरकम करूं, या मैं उस चीज को अपने माइंड से ही ओवर कर दूं. आई नेग्लेक्ट दैट, आई ओवररूल. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट यू डिसाइड, यू थिंक अकॉर्डिंगली. नाउ थॉट प्रोसेसर फीलिंग इन अस, वी सेज फीलिंग इज द इमोशनल एंड सेंसरी कंपोनेंट ऑफ द माइंड. कोई भी चीज हमको कुछ कहता है. टेक एन एग्जांपल, somebody says something positive or negative. Take an example, just now I was talking about the friend slashed you some for certain time and you don't respond. तो हम लोग का एक नॉर्मल प्रोसीजर है और नॉर्मल हमारी साइकोलॉजी है कि व्हाट वी डू इज कि वी कैरी फॉरवर्ड इट टू हाउस and overnight we sleep and it keep on, that thinking comes in and वो बार बार एक चीज को हिट करती रहती है एंड हमारे सेंसरी कंपोनेंट्स को उसको हिट करती रहती है और वी आर फोर्स टू थिंक पॉजिटिवली और नेगेटिवली. थॉट प्रोसेसिंग में इसमें हमने बात की है, थिंकिंग द सेम थॉट्स ओवर एंड ओवर इन योर माइंड विल क्रिएट फीलिंग. एक ही चीज को बार बार सोचे जाना, एक ही चीज को बार बार रिमाइंड करे जाना आपकी फीलिंग को हर्ट करता है, आपकी फीलिंग को क्रिएट करता है. फीलिंग ऑलवेज कम विद द एक्शन. फीलिंग क्या है, वो एक्शन को लेकर के आता है. नाउ the negative thoughts will create more negative feelings and positive thoughts will create more positive feelings. It is important to recognize your feeling. बहुत ज्यादा important है. क्या आप गुस्से में हैं या फिर आप upset हैं? आप डिसाइड कीजिए, you decide. It is not somebody will decide that you are in anger or you are upset. It is always better you talk to yourself. कहते हैं कि body speaks, listen to your body. हमारी आज हमको कभी खांसी हो रही है या गले में खराश हो रही है, बॉडी विल स्पीक many days before, and it is we who don't understand. It is we overlook that. It is not body tells you. बॉडी हमेशा बताती है कि ये इस पार्ट में मुझे प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है, टेक केयर ऑफ इट. It is we who don't understand. It is we neglect that. Now it is important how to respond to your feelings. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप अपनी फीलिंग को कैसे रिस्पॉन्स करते हैं. आई फील द वे सो दैट द राइट टू फील दिस वे. नाउ इफ यू फील दैट दिस इज शुड बी डन लाइक दैट, then it's your decision and you have to do it. Don't stop it, you do it because you decided it and you concluded it, and you at the last when you concluded and you found to the you come to the one conclusion that I should talk to him. Like why did you speaking to me like that, why you making me upset, why you sledging me. I mean, I talk to my friend, भाई क्यों कर रहे हो, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, मैंने तो आपको कुछ कहा नहीं. Then it is better to keep within you something, और उसको सीधा ही रिस्पॉन्स करते ना और सीधा ही उसको हाथापाई पे उतारना. इट इज बेटर टू टॉक, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम माय ब्रदर, क्या प्रॉब्लम है यार. या तो उसको नेग्लेक्ट कर दिए या फिर डिस्कस करिए क्या प्रॉब्लम है. डिड आई हर्ट यू सम टाइम, did I betrayed you sometime? If not, then why are you sledging me for nothing? Okay, ask your questions such as, is this a legitimate feeling that the appropriate for the situation? Then you discuss with you कि जो आपने किया है और जो आप जो करने आ रहे हैं, क्या वो legitimate है, क्या वो understandable है the particular situation को लेकर के. Now action. जब आपकी फीलिंग आती है then it comes with the action. Action is a behavioral component of the thoughts and the feelings. Now the thoughts and the feelings result in action. Now आपने thoughts भी किया और thoughts के बाद आपने feel किया, उसके बाद action आता है. Action मैंने आपको बता दिया, या तो anger होता है या decide I should fight with him or I should leave him or whatsoever. I decide certain things. For an example, you develop your mind about how your friend has sledged you until you feel really anger, and then you had taken an action. As a result, your thoughts and feeling. आपके thoughts के कारण you over a night slept and for a sleeping, either you are getting a positive thoughts or you are getting a negative thought. As I discussed, when you when you're discussing, keep on discussing negative, you will keep on thinking about negative. When you're discussing about, when you thought about positive, you keep on talk about the thoughts. After it feels start, then you feels that you should discuss with him, then you discuss with him accordingly. It you will settle the problem. Now the action can be unhealthy and it can be healthy. Unhealthy when you got somebody, take an example. I have given some of the examples. Let's read an example. For example, you could pick up a phone and yell at your friend and damage the relation. For example, you could go for a smoke and take a drink and hide away from your room. Now, 2 points are there. First, हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि whenever you have a problem with a relation problem with some of your friend or some of your colleague, better not to talk on phone. This is my personal belief that अगर फोन पे आपके इमोशंस नहीं दिखते हैं, फोन पे आपकी मतलब आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं ये नहीं दिखता है, फोन पे रिलेशंस खराब होने के चांसेस ज्यादा होते हैं. आपने फोन उठाया, फोन उठा करके अनाप शनाप बोल दिया, जो भी आपका एंगर था आपने अपना एंगर वो कर दिया, बट इसमें हुआ क्या, इट हैज नाउ यू डैमेज योर ऑल रिलेशन. अब बात ही खत्म कर दी. नाउ इन रिस्पॉन्स ही और शी विल आल्सो रिस्पॉन्स टू यू बैडली. Now that is not done. That should not be there. That is socially it's not good for, because you're losing a one friend, you're losing many ways. You don't lose, making a friend is very difficult issue. You make a friend and you lose the friend within making a friend, it takes a years together, and losing a friend, it's a one call, you lost him. It should not be like that. When you really wanted to solve the issue, discuss, physically discuss, face to face discuss. Eye to eye contact must be there. This is my personal belief. Now, take an example. There are many, some of the people, they are getting upset with some of the things. In the daytime, they went out and they smoke and they had a drink and they are hiding. They are hiding from himself, or they are hiding from the society. Then I did, because they know that they did wrong. Now, why they did wrong? Because the thoughts and the feeling has started. As a result, they have taken an action that I will not speak to him, I will not speak to her. What should I do? I'll drink. Now, after the drinking, you realize that this is you have done something wrong, which is not accepted by a society, may not be accepted by your mother and father, may not be as a whole accepted by a society. Action can be healthy. For example, you could talk over thoughts. That's what I discussed with you and your friends and somewhere else, and you could help. Now, since you are a young child, you realize that your behavior had consequences. Now, consequences have again, I can say that it's a positive and a negative. You touched a hot stove and were burned. You disobeyed a rules and you are undisciplined, or you will be punished. Now, ये क्या होता है, एक जिज्ञासा होता है बच्चे को लेकर के. When he keep on wanted to curiosity wise, he just wanted to know why this is. Once the baby touched that, then he realized that, oh my God, it's so hot. Then second time you ask him to touch that, he will never touch it because he got the lesson. Once he got the lesson, he will never touch that because you know that he got the lesson that it's so hot and it hurts. When it hurts, he got the lesson. Then the story is over here. Now, when the same way, when a kid disobey his parent or disobey his elder, then he will be called as indisciplined. He will be called undisciplined. Is not disciplined at all. Now, it is important to also realize that there are consequences to the way we think and feel. So, अगर किसी चीज के हमको क्यूरियोसिटी वाइज करने के अगर उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस होते हैं, तो हमारे थिंकिंग एंड थॉट, उसका जो हमने एक्शन लिया उसके भी कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस होते हैं. वन ऑफ द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, यू हैव टेकन अ बैड डिसीजन, देन यू हैव टॉक टू बाय फोन टू योर फ्रेंड एंड आपने उससे अपनी दोस्ती तोड़ दी. नाउ सम ऑफ द पॉइंट्स वी से व्हाई द मेंटल हेल्थ इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट. क्यों ये इतनी इम्पोर्टेंट है? व्हाई? Hello, am I visible? Yeah. Now its affects. Hello.
Hello. Okay. Continue.
Am
Start.
I visible? Yeah.
No, your slides
Its
are not
affects how
visible.
my slides are
Slides
not
are
visible.
Slide.
no.
Okay. Now.
Okay.
Yes, now visible.
Yeah. Okay. Now it affects how you learn, your effectiveness, your concentration, your classroom conduct, your ability to organize, your ability to communicate. I have taken this slide specifically for the kids, especially for the schools going or the college going kids, because whenever they go to the class, they come to know the mental health problems when it comes to the friend wise, it comes to the family law enforcement problem, the schools as well as to the teachers. When we come to the any officials, when discuss, say, now mental health problems can lead to the another peculiar type of problems, like experimenting with the drugs. This is what happened at the adolescent age. I am talking about this, I am talking about the colleges. Now when they disturb with sometimes, now this is age, they are not able to jot down their thought process in appropriate way. They are not able to consider their feelings, they are not able to understand what are the action should be, the action taken against the feeling they have taken a very wrong. These are the some of the points which they have taken wrong. Experimenting with the drugs or alcohol, they always, this is initially started with the experimentation actually, then it becomes the habit. When it becomes the habit, then it is very difficult for an individual to come out of that. Now the being a sexual promiscuous, now being a hostile and aggressive, taking risk in behavior, many ways they are taking this. Now eat, how do you maintain yourself? Eat healthfully, exercise adequately, care for your health daily, take time for your regular exercise, sleep nicely, plentifully, you sleep nicely, sleep adequately, manage stress diligently. Now what can I do to help protect my mental health? What are the things? First of all, we says play. We do the things which you like the most. Sometimes most of the people, when they started play, what happened is sometimes the people go for, we always recommend one should go for a exercise, one should go for a yogic exercises, one should go for a walking, one should go for a running. But some of the people they get bored when they go for a running or this. But as far as adolescent age is concerned, when you ask them to play, they will play nicely. When you ask them to go for a play activity, go for a football, go for a cricket, go for some local or a regional sports events, they like it, they love it, and they do it. When they play, at a certain time of period, they forget each and everything. Their arousal level goes down, their thinking, negative thinkings will go down, and as a result, you may be able to think positively, you may be able to think healthy towards the situation arises whatsoever xyz. Know yourself. Now you must know yourself, what is good for you, what is bad for you, what is right, what is wrong. It is you who decide. It is not somebody, some other will come and decide for you. It is you who will decide for your own. Now be attend to your thoughts and feeling. Keep a journal. Now recognize when this just doesn't seems like a usual, then you think or act. Man, you feel that this certain things are not appropriately. Think, feel, thoughts process combined together, think about that, then you act accordingly. Say no. Now this is in a psychology, stress management, this is a point. Learn to say no. This is also an art to say no. Now, sometimes what happens, somebody says you somebody asks you to perform an activity and you are able to performing the activity, but the problem is the other one or the another people keep on giving you work. As a result, what happens is you are burdened with the number of tasks altogether. When a number of tasks come together and you don't have time to accomplish that task for a given time, then this burden will go for a overburden. You should not overbook yourself at all. Once you say that this is you are going to overburden, then you say no. Then there are methods to say no. There are one way to, somebody has given you task, can you do it for me? You say no, I can't do it, I'm so busy, I can't do it. This is none of my business, I can't do it. This is one way of doing say no. Another say, I'm sorry sir, at the moment I am performing another task, and after completing of this task I am able to do your task. You said no only, but performing the way of saying no is different way. You said no, but you said no in a very appropriate, very gentle way. Now, after that, turn off your cell phones, turn off your TV. Most of the time, our adolescent and we all together, we keep on watch our cell phone all together up to the midnight and watching television when you don't have to do it. Switch off and take rest. Go for a better sleep. Now, what can I do to help protect my mental health? Recognize warning signs. Listen to your body, I told you this. How do you think? How do you feel? How do you act? Now, practice stress management and other self-care strategies throughout your life. Now, you need to understand, you need to know, you need to perform these activities throughout your life. Then it will help you. It will help you. How do you think? It will help you. How do you feel? It will help you to act upon. How do you think on according to the situations? Know when and where to get help. It is not every time you are a Superman and you have a solution for each and everything. Sometimes you need a help from your elders. Sometimes you need a help from your elder brother. Sometimes you need a help from even from a younger. So you need to decide when to take help. When it is a time that you are not able to decide yourself, go and take help. Do not hesitate to take help. Straightforward, go and take help. Get help as soon as possible as the suspect you need it. Get help from a trained counselor or a medical referral. Now you can go through the medical referral, you go through a trained counselor who can help you, or you discuss with your father, you discuss with your mother, you discuss with your brother, friends, you discuss, you tell your problem. Accordingly, all together decide where to go, what are the, if the matter is not solved yet, then you have all options open. It is definitely not easy being a teenager. Sometimes it's tough to avoid feeling stressed, and pressure can be built up in many areas in life, especially school, home, and while making big life decisions. It's very difficult sometimes for a kids, like school going kids, like a college going kids, very difficult for them to understand. In that way, worrying about this pressure is normal. When you're not able to decide, this is not that something you went wrong. No, it is normal. There are many situations comes up. There are many situations when you are not able to decide certain things. You are not able to decide whether it is wrong or whether it is right. It's normal, absolutely normal. But feeling very sad, feeling hopeless or worthless, it's a sign of mental health problem. आप किसी भी चीज को लेकर के बहुत ज्यादा अपसेट हो जाते हैं, किसी भी चीज को लेकर के आप बहुत ज्यादा सैड हो जाते हैं, किसी भी चीज को लेकर के आप होपलेस हो जाते हैं कि नहीं मुझसे तो हो ही नहीं पाएगा. आपको एक कुछ पढ़ने को दिया है, आपने पहले हाथ खड़े कर दिया, भाई मैं तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर मी टू डू इट. So in that case, this is the time when you need somebody to help you. Now, mental illness can occur when the brain or a part of the brain is not working well or is working in the wrong way. Now, this is, I am talking about the mental illness. When it comes to the worst situation, when you go for a situation where your mind and the body don't cooperate each other. The one or more of its 6 functions will disturb you at all. First, thinking, perception, emotion, signaling, physical, and behavioral. These 6 functions all together, if you are not able to think properly, if you are not able to make a perception of certain things, if you're not able to stabilize yourself, if you're not able to link the things, if your physical and your neuromuscular coordination not coordinating each other, if your behavior is a bit harsh, if you are you're scared of certain things, if you're getting angry so much for certain things, then it's the time, these are the times when it disturbs. Then this is the time when you discuss with some doctor or discuss with some of the counselor. Now the mental health problem can be treated. It is not, it cannot be treated when it to the extent, I am just discussing this in the site, what are the things, but we will not be going to that part that our mental problems goes to the in that extent that it cannot be treated. We will be discussing about the preventive care, not the curative care. Prevention, we always say prevention is better than cure. So we always go with the preventive cares to as far as mental health is concerned. So we listen to our body. We discuss with our friends. We discuss with our family members. Now, some of the mental health problem, couple of days back, perhaps that one of our hero, Sushant Singh Rajput, he committed a suicide. It is all because of the mental health problem. It is all because of he is not able to decide. He is not able to jot down his feeling, his thought, and he may be thinking very negative and keep on negative thoughts and coming. As a result, he made a decision, and he made a decision that is blunder. He never thought of his parents. He never thought of his society. He never thought of his lovers. He only thought of himself. So this is what the time he's supposed to discuss with some of the counselor. It's the time he's supposed to discuss with some of the friends so that it can be overcome. If you feel very sad, stressed, or worried, you need help. Talk to someone about how you feel. Do you ever often feel very anger or very worried? Do you reckless thinking that could harm you or others? You feel grief or long time after a loss or a death. It does happen, some of the very close relative or a very close individual or very close friend, someone passed away, then you keep on thinking for a long period of time and you're not able to accept it. You're not able to decide what is to be done. In that case, you need to change, you need to discuss yourself, you need to talk to yourself. If not, then you need to talk to the counselor and come out of that trauma. Yes, that trauma is so hard, very tough to come out of it, but the life must go on, the show must go on. Then we need to discuss with some of the friends, some of the counselors, some of the doctors. Use alcohol or drug. You are using alcohol or drug because you are tense, then you are doing wrong. You're doing absolutely wrong. There are some of the people, they are drinking and they are smoking because they feel that this is a calmness of life. This is absolutely a suicide. This is a mild poison somebody is taking if somebody is keep on doing it. Now exercise, diet, and vintage eat and obsessively, are you doing exercise daily? Now there are studies says that every individual must exercise at least for 30 minutes daily for himself. Daily exercise is required. Diet, appropriate diet is required for a nicely living. Hurt other people's or destroy property. Now sometimes does happen when it comes to the teenagers. Actually, when you say something, they'll take the things and they throw away. They don't know whether that thing will break, that thing will hurt to somebody, that thing will hurt to him or herself. They don't know. So if they do it ever, then they need to understand, they need to give a lesson that whatever they are doing absolutely wrong. Now, why mental health in a workplace matters? Now, when it comes to us, it comes to the working individual, it's come to the individual who are going for a job. Many people face mental health problem during the prime working years. Now, this is the time when one individual went for a working, and initial years they are not able to cope up with the first work. Second, you not cope up with the peer group. A peer group means the group where he is working with. Then this mental problem starts. The problem starts as far as the mental health is concerned, because he is keep on thinking that I am not able to adjusting with that individual. That individual is don't like me. That individual keep on poking his nose on my work, this and that. Lot many things are come to. When the years passes, then you make your own ways. Then the year passes, you decide yourself that you can't change the individual. That's what very initially I said. If you're not able to change somebody, then avoid it. That is the best thing you can do it. Avoid it. Simple. That's it. Why do you keep on pinpointing your head to that task when there is no result, when there is no positive result for you? Now, depression will rank second only to the heart diseases as leading cause of a disability worldwide by 2020 years. Depression, it is because of load. It is, let me refine myself, it is because of overload. Load is important for us, and when we progress, we talk about the stress. Stress is needed. Stress is normal. Stress is required for development. But when that stress becomes over stress, that is the point to pinpoint yourself. That is the point to jot down your thinking and decide yourself what is happening with you, what is happening to your life, what is happening to your mind, what is happening to your body. Now, disability represent anywhere from 4% to 12% for a payroll cost. Now, what happened is, now it costs not only to the your money what you are earning and the mental health. It because when somebody is depressed, he or she may be very prone to the cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases are fastest growing problems throughout the world. Now, the stress related sickness, absence from a work cost on a huge amount annually. Now, what is happening when we talk this? We are talking to the workplaces. We are talking to the employers actually. Now, what is happening when there is a over stress? When an employee getting over stress, he is getting leave. He is not able to coming to the college or not coming to the factory regularly. He is getting absent. As a result, what is happening? Your annually you are losing, though you are paying for that individual, but you are annually losing that your work is getting affected. You are paying for not being absent, and he also paying from his monthly salary for what he is supposed not to. Now, stress, one and a physical and a mental health issues are the main issue linked to the productivities. Now, how stress level and the mental problems can cause health conditions. For example, excessive stress has been linked to infectious diseases and cardiovascular problems, high incidence in the back pain, repetitive strain injuries, and colorectal cancers. Stress on a job can double the risk of heart attacks. Now, early identification of a treatment can be important for a successful recovery. This is now employment and mental health. Now, I just wanted to pass on fast my slides, because I just wanted to reach to the exercise, which is an important part, and wanted to tell to the students and to the staff members who are sitting around or listening to my lecture here that mental health can be developed, and can be developed by means of exercises, by means of your happiness, by means of your calmness. Now, how do you keep your calmness? We'll be proceeding that. That's what I am keeping my slides faster than what I do. Variables: speedy income's contribution to the stability and wellness. This comes up when the moving from a working to a non-working status. Now, what is the correlation between the employment and a mental health? Now, if somebody is employed and somebody is getting enough salary, then his life is set, and people say that he is calm. And we discussed with the earlier slides that when he goes to the workplace, then only he gets the sum of the problem. But think about those individuals, those who don't have employment at all. They are unemployment. They get depression and anxiety. They get depression in the sense of they are not getting anything, and how they will earn their livelihood, how they proceed to their life, and as they get, their anxiety level will go high, worry, and they get fatigue so fast. They are worried about their life. Increase in substance and abuse and gambling. They increase. I mean, what happened is they wanted to earn for other ways of monies. They go for a gambling. They go for some tasks which is not socially acceptable. Now, stress, family and interpersonal relations will get collapsed. Unemployment creates these sorts of problems: overburden, anger and sadness, poor self-esteem. Now, stress and illness phase. Now, the combined effects. Now, the personal and response combined effects means it's the effects of a physical and a mental, both all together. Now, the personal responses to the stressor, how the person responds. This is very important. When the stress comes, it is an individual difference how I respond to the one stress. Whether I take it as a very positive way, whether I calm down, or very aggressive, or I worried, or I am hiding from myself within me itself, then it creates problem. Then I will not be able to cope up with the stressors. Now, indirect or a moderated link, and this may occur in a non-linear manner. Effects may arise immediately, mid-terms and long terms. Now, the stress processes and a perception of stress needs to be considered in a designing interventions. Now, stress for an illness phase, we say now the stress and consequences of stresses. What are these? Behavioral. What are the behavioral changes happens now? I told them he started drinking, or she started drinking with the alcohol and drug abuse. Psychological, burnout, stress, and overburden. Now, physical, cardiovascular problem, ulcer problems may come, and many other problems related to the heart or respiratory problems. Work related absenteeism, specifically absent, not presentism. Actually, you never be present when you go to the work and somebody is having very good I mean taking up the stress properly. He will never be absent from his workplace. He will always be present in the workplace on time. But somebody is not coping up with the stress, is a distress, and he or she may be absent for many reasons, for many times. Now, moderates of the stressors. Individual characteristics, coping styles, personality, self-esteem, type and B, social responsibilities, co-workers, bosses, clients, home life, environment, support from other cultural organization, trust, authority, discretion and control. These moderates may magnify or reduce or enhance strain. Which is a process framework for the successful intervention. Now, systematic approach to the problem. It says, what are the systematic approach? Proper diagnosis of the problems. If you're not able to, understand yourself, then we go for a second party treatment. We go for a counselor, we go for a doctor. And the doctor itself taking me appropriately, taking me appropriately able to understand my problem and given me a diagnose for what I need of. Now, theoretically coherent package of interventions measures, participation from management and employees, sustained commitment from top management, target to the problem with all factors to the system. that need to be considered. Now, sources of job stresses. It says factor unique to the job, workload. जॉब से रिलेटेड क्या चीज है, वर्कलोड सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. Now load is important. Now when you are taking and load is important because you need to develop. Overload is a question mark. The pace and the variety, how do you do it, how fast you are doing it, what meaningful you are doing it, that's important. Now, autonomy means eligibility to make your own decision is very important. Whether you are able to decide yourself, or you have given chance to decide yourself, or somebody will act on you, that's also matters. That is one of the factors in the job when it comes to the job stresses. Now, shift work, hour work wise, the physical environment, that is where you are working is a polluted environment, you are in a noisy environment, air polluted environment, quality of the air, how is it, and this is all depends. Now, the role of organization, role of conflict. Now, conflict job demand multiple supervisors, managers, how do what is their demand, what they think about you, what is their demand to take up as far as individual job is concerned, as far as individual work is concerned. Role ambiguity, whether you are clarity about the job, whether you have a you have a clarity what you are doing, or employer has given you a clear picture that you're supposed to do this work and this lead to this, you must know this, the level of responsibility you have given to. Now, we says career development. Now, career development means are you under promotion or over promotion, or you are getting your due promotion. This also are job stressors. I mean, there are many. I mean, we are the teachers and the students. Teachers may be knowing that when it comes to the cash, how does it happen? The most of the people are struggling for their promotion, and they are keep on trying for their promotions, and they are not getting it. When they are not getting it, I mean, they will develop the stress. The job security, job security for those who are not permanent, those who are the part time, those who are contractual staff, those who are private, working with the private. It's not security at all. Now, career development opportunities and overall job satisfaction. And relationship at work, supervisors, co-workers, and subordinates. The threats of violence, harassment, and etc. Organizational structure, climate, participation, management style, and communication pattern are complicated. Now, when it comes to the what are the management standards? The management standards of the work related to stress. Management standards, what is management standards? Defines the characteristics or a culture of an organization where the risks from a work-related stress are being effectively managed and controlled. It says the management standards cover 6 key areas of work design. Now, what are the 6 key areas? First is demands. This includes the issues such as workload, work pattern, and the work environment. Control, how much say the person has in the way they do their work. I mean, whether the given task is performed within during time. Now, support, in that way, how much encouragement you are getting it, how much, I mean, whether, I mean, encourage, sometimes what happen, you are getting sponsorships, or you are getting some what do you say, appreciation from, even the support is when you are performing a task and you completed a task in a given time, then if your boss appreciate your work rather than giving some of the things, appreciation in our case is a promotion. But when you do a certain task, when a baby or somebody is doing a task and he or she completed a task which is very good, well done, this much appreciation is a support to perform the task. Now, the relationship, this can include the promoting a positive working relation to avoid the conflict and dealing with unacceptable behavior. Role, whether the people understand their given role, whether they know for what they are appointed for what they are performing the activity, for what they are doing the job, they know that this must be very important. The individual must know their role when he or she come to the job. Now the change, how organizational change, large or small, in a managed and communicate in the organization. We say the management standards demonstrate a good practice through a step-by-step risk assessment approach, allow assessment for a current situation using a survey and other techniques, promote active decisions and working in a partnership with the employees to help decide and practical improvements that can be made, help simplify a risk assessment of other related risks. Now the make management standards part of everyday management. We say what do we do next? The management standards are concerned with a prevention and management of common health problems and a drive towards a good job to enhance the performance of your organization. Since the process of continue, it is envisages that the evaluation and monitoring activities will merge naturally into a everyday management. Whereas whether you use a management standard approach or an alternative approach. Now, preventive framework for occupational mental health. We say anticipation, recognition, evaluation, controls, and improvements. This is the sum of the points we have already discussed with the earlier slides. Physical activity for mental health. Now, this is come to the main. How do you improve your mental health? I was talking about from the beginning of the slide that I wanted to go fast, and I'll be taking not much time because this is a very short. What are the activities, physical activities you must take, and what are the advantages of those activities when you're taking out those activities, to performing those activities as far as developing the mental health? Exercise as good as medicines in treating disease. The WHO says the regular moderate intensity physical activity such as walking, cycling, participating in sports can reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, colon and the breast cancers, depression, as well as cutting the risk of bone fracture and helping to control body weight. At least 150 minutes means आपको कम से कम 150 minutes moderate vigorous activity in a week. We are not asking to perform an activity in a day. In a week, you decide, you perform the activity, you choose the 3 days a week. Give a rest for alternate day and perform the activities. Either you go for a walking, either you go for a cycling, either you go for a jogging or a running. Decide yourself. You do whatever the better you feel. What are we missing here? Inactive. Now you see the picture. Can you see the pictures and you see what are we missing here? You can see the brain. I mean, it is not actually, this is simply just to explain you guys. Inactivity is killing our brain too. It's a physically shrinking them. We are shrinking them. We are not allowing them to think properly. We are not allowing them to decide properly. Now, if we want to keep our brain function at their best, we need to physically move our bodies hard. We need to perform. We need to give physical activity. I mean, there are some of the people who are getting confused with the daily job. Let me explain you very clearly what the job we are performing. It is not we are doing with your will. It is that job is not you are doing it for your internal, for performing or you giving for your body. That is a stress you are giving to your body. When you're going for a walk, that is absolutely committed to your body. Now the physical activity is critical to how we think and feel. Exercise prepares the brain for learning. Exercise affects mood, anxiety, and attention, and guards against stress. It is a guard. Exercise is a guard where you will be able to take a stress very easily. Yeah, sometimes what happen is, I mean, if the people is not, I mean, good, healthy, physically not healthy, and they keep on, I mean, you'll think that how I'll do it, how will, but if you keep on going for a work, go for an activity, your efficiency will increase, your productivity will increase. You think about you when you start doing the activity, you will realize that what you are performing today, you will be performing double the amount for after performing the activities after 1 month. The brain responds to the exercise like muscle do. जैसे मसल बढ़ती है ना, उसी तरीके से हमारा ब्रेन भी बढ़ता है. बढ़ने का मतलब ये फैलना नहीं होता है, इसमें बढ़ने का मतलब होता है डिसाइड करता है हमारे डिफरेंट टाइप के न्यूरल एक्टिविटीज को देता है, डिफरेंट टाइप को एक्टिविटी. टेक एन एग्जांपल, लेट मी गिव यू द एग्जांपल ऑफ, क्योंकि कोलकाता साइड में फुटबॉल बहुत पॉपुलर है, मैं फुटबॉल का एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ आपको, क्योंकि फुटबॉल में एजिलिटी की बहुत जरूरत पड़ती है. एंड एट द सेम टाइम व्हाट इज देयर, व्हेन यू प्ले यू नीड टू डिसाइड within a fraction second what should we do, whether I go for a pass, whether I go for a cut, what should I do. With a fraction of seconds you need to decide. That fraction of decision, you are making a decision with a very, within a 1 minute you are making a different type of decisions, different type of positive decision, which gives the exercise to your brain, which gives activity to your brain, and brain will, when it comes to the work ethics, it will function accordingly. Why is this important? Exercise release a flood of neurochemicals that physically boost the brain infrastructure and can after the effects of stress and depression on the nerve cell in the brain. ये न्यूरोकेमिकल्स का बूस्टर है, फ्लड लेके आ जाता है, इतनी सारा बूस्ट करता है, इतना सारा रिएक्शंस देता है, so that your brain is getting powerful, your brain is getting strengthened and strengthened. Exercise help the feeling of anxiety on both body and brain. Exercise and anxiety, it provides distraction, it reduces muscle tension, it builds brain resources, it teaches different outcomes, it restores your circuits, it improves your resilience, it sets your free. Exercise in the reduction of depression, it's very important actually. The positive effect are seen across age groups and health suits, rare and socioeconomical status and gender. Exercise is an effective and psychotherapy in reducing the depression. Exercise produces a longer antidepressant and effect when the training program is at least 9 weeks long. Both aerobic and anaerobic exercises are associated with a reduction of depression. Now, don't get confused with the aerobic and anaerobic activity. Those who belongs to the physical education and sports, they know that what is aerobic exercise, this anaerobic activity. Aerobic activities, specifically the activities which is with the presence of the oxygen. When we performing activity, take an example, yoga activity, take an example, walking activity. These are the aerobic activity. We are performing the activity with the presence of the oxygen. We are taking appropriate oxygen. Like pranayam, we are taking pranayam is a respiratory exercise actually. When it's a respiratory exercise, it's an aerobic exercise. Anaerobic exercise are those exercises like strength training, explosive training, where sometime you are performing the activity without the presence of the oxygen. Now, the reduction of the depression following exercise do not depend upon a fitness level. Now, effect of exercise on psychological well-being. होता क्या है, एक्सरसाइज इंक्रीज, कहते हैं कि फिजिकली फिट kid, I mean there are a number of articles, number of studies which says that a physically fit kid performs better in academic. Exercise increases academic performance, assertiveness, confidence, emotional stability, intellectual functioning, memory, and perception. Exercise decreases absenteeism at work, alcohol abuse, एंगर को रिड्यूस करता है, एंजाइटी को रिड्यूस करता है, कंफ्यूजन को डाउन करता है, डिप्रेशन लेवल को कंट्रोल करता है, आपके हेडेक जो डिप्रेशन से आ गया होता है उसको डाउन करता है, उसको आप लेवल को मेंटेन करता है। नाउ फिजियोलॉजिकल एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या है और इसकी साइकोलॉजिकल एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या है? इंक्रीज इन सेरेब्रल ब्लड फ्लो, माइंड में ब्लड फ्लो, सेरेब्रल ब्लड फ्लो होता है। चेंजेस इन रन न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर्स, फॉर एग्जांपल नियोफिन एंड prephine, endorphin and ibuprofen. Increase in maximum oxygen consumption and delivery of oxygen to cerebral tissues. Reduction in muscle tension. Structure changes in the brain. Psychological explanation when it comes to it. Enhanced feeling to the control, feeling of competency and the self efficiency. Positive social interactions. Improved self-concept and self-esteem. Opportunities for fun and enjoyment. Exercise will boost your mental health during this pandemic, COVID-19. Now, what is, during this time, we are stuck for many days or months together. Many of us, health anxiety has peaked during this pandemic, and it's motivated boost to know that by exercising, we are doing important job for supporting our immune system. We all know that exercise increase the immune system. Now this is the high time, we most of the time we are talking about immune system. Everybody is talking about boosting the immune system. Many medicines are coming up, many experimentals are going on to boost up the immune system. But there is something within you. You can boost up your immune system by your own body, by means of giving activity to your body. As an aside, exercise can also have a powerful effect on your lungs, in that it may reduce the risk of acute respiratory disorder symptoms and major cause of death in a patient with the COVID-19. Now, what are the exercises? I have given some of the exercises. First of all, walking for mental. And now this is my end of the slides actually. Now, walking for mental health, simple, small walking, brisk walking. If you adopt for a daily life, it will reduce your many problems. You go for it, you will feel that you are so comfortable for performing the activities. Yoga for mental health. If you love gentle movement, it's a very gentle movement. Yoga for a gentle movement. There are plenty of yogic asanas are there where you can perform. If I talk about those asanas, then it will be, because when we talk to the asanas, then I have to discuss with the pranayam, because pranayam is a way where you go for the respiratory thing and you increase your immune system. If you love gentle movements, go for a yoga. Yoga superpower when it comes to the mental health benefits in the ways and uses of breathing. Second, swimming. At the moment, swimming is not possible because most of the, as per the guidelines, swimming is not recommended, because when it comes to the swimming, it is highly contagious when it spreads from one place to another place very fastly when it comes to the swimming pool. But when in the normal life, when it comes to the normal life, swimming is very important because it gives the overall body exercises. So when you get a chance after this pandemic, the swimming is one of the better exercises you can perform if you are able to afford with the gymnasium, afford with the swimming. Now, HIT hardcore. Now, what is HIIT workout? It is high intensity exercise. Now it is circuit training exercise, different type of set of exercise you cope. This set of exercise will manage you to cope with stress, because when you perform a biggest type of activities for a 30 minutes or a 40 minutes, so you will be able to forget each and everything. You will remind only and only those things. What happened? Your mind will get relaxed, because your body will tired and you will keep on giving exercise to your body. Your mind will get relaxed by giving intensity exercise to your body. Cycling for a mental health. Cycling, one of the another overall body exercises because when you take at the moment it is not possible to go for a cycling because of the pandemic, but some of the spin cycle is there, like cycling for the gymnasium. Most of us, many of us actually, they keep their cycles at home, gymnasium cycles we say, and they keep it and they try to go for it. That is also one of the best exercises for cardio, for a heart diseases patient, those who are dealing with the heart diseases, for a depression patients. When somebody go for the cycling is basically a cardio exercises. It gives a very good exercises for a cardio. It reduces the risk of heart diseases. Now the dance for a mental health. Now some of the people go for a walk, some of the people go for a music, some of the people go for a long car driving. It's depend upon an individual to individual, what the individual knows, what the individual decide for a certain period of time. Somebody like dance. Now the dance is what means, sometimes when you go for it, dance will increase your self-esteem. Dance will control your ego strength. Dance is often associated with the being happy. When you're very happy, you dance. With the dance, you perform a much vigorous physical movement, which you don't know, but you are performing it. You are performing it because you are happy. You are performing it because you are performing it with the flow of the music. Rest for a mental health. Now, rest is absolutely needed. Now, at this corona time, most of us will lockdown, and we know the importance of rest. And some of us, we are getting bored for getting take a rest. But the rest for a mental health, rest, when you talk about sleep, we need to have a very sound sleep. We need to have an appropriate sleep for a better health. This is all about my slides. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening me. This is all about my slides, and I hope I have taken much time, the due time. I supposed to take less time, but I have taken much time. I'm sorry for that. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is all about my.
Have
Thank you
you
very much.
completed
Yeah.
your session, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Kunal sir, can we start question answer session? Kunal sir, are you there? Kunal sir, are you there?
Yes.
Can we
Yeah,
start
Kunal.
question answer session?
Yeah, Kunalji, first of all, I'm sorry I have taken much time.
No,
I mean,
sir.
I supposed to
Sir.
take.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, actually, I was prepared for a 4 o'clock, but you have given me time to 3 o'clock. So I have taken. Thank you very much. In fact, and please, I am. The floor is open for a question if somebody wanted to ask.
So the participants, you are invited to ask question to our respected sir. If you can unmute yourself and you can come to your mic and ask question. If there is any question.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask one thing. During this lockdown situation, children are at home and they are not going outside. So, in this situation, sir, what kind of physical activities you suggest for them? Because they are not ready to wake up from the sleep also in the early morning. That is the practical problem what I am facing nowadays.
No, actually, madam, you are talking very logical. You are talking very, home problem actually. You see, it is not applicable to you only. It is applicable to all of us. For the kids, those the kids are upgrowing kids. The problem is, yes, yeah, I am agree with you that the kids are not getting up early from the bed. Reason being, because of this lockdown, the kids are at night they are, you don't give mobile, madam, to them for a long period of time. Now what is happening, they are taking,
but nowadays they're watching TV and cartoon and all these things.
yeah. So morning if it is not necessary that somebody need to do activity only in the morning. It is not necessary. Now you got ample time to perform the activity at the evening. Yeah, I agree with you that we should not recommend even to our kids to go outside because of this pandemic situation. We should not allow. Yeah, we got if we have enough space at home, performing. Actually, what happens is you are the role model of your kid. And sometimes what happens, if you are performing if you are performing activity at your home yourself, then after seeing you, they will be performing the activity. You may be I'm sure that you may be going for a walk on the rooftop sometimes, because what is happening that because of the lockdown and we are not able to expose to outside. So what is happening, a lot of problems has come up, like acidity problem has come up, gastric problem has started. Yeah, this is all started because we are eating normally what we supposed to eat, and we are eating normally day to day, but we are not performing the activity what day to day activity is required. So as a result, what is happening, acidity and the gastric problem has started. And yeah, like constipation, that this has all started. This is all because we are not drinking much water. We need to drink water appropriately for that. And for the exercises, I recommend you ask your kids to, you may be having one room with you, you may be having a top rooftop with you. Take them to the rooftop, go for a skipping type of exercises, go for a yogic type of exercises. Yogic type of exercises is very good at the moment, because it won't take much space. Go for a Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is a combination of 12 asanas all together. When they do it, performing at 12 or 13 rounds or 5 or 6 rounds, that will work out. And in a way, what will happen is they will come to know that exercise is essential part of life. And second part, madam, they will be able to sleep appropriately. They will sleep early at the bed. They don't sleep. I'm not talking about my kids. They are not. Even my kids are not sleeping. And earlier they were sleeping by 9 or 8:30. They used to sleep. Nowadays they don't sleep up to 11:30 or 12.
10:30.
Yeah, it's a normal time for them. It is beyond that now. So this is all because they don't have physical activity with them. If we ask them to perform physical activity by evening, definitely they will get tired. When they get tired, they will be forced to sleep. If not you, it will be activity will make you to sleep. So this is what I recommend you to ask them to.
And one thing, sir, you mentioned about music. So how far music works in this exercise process?
Exercise, actually, what happens, music, sometimes what happens, music actually, exercise is the mental exercise actually. Sometimes what happens is sometimes somebody is very upset. So you don't want to talk to others, don't want to talk anyone. So what happens is he or she will, what he do is will listen music. When they listen music, sometimes sad music, sometimes very posh music, sometimes this music, that the music which you like the most, that will calm you down, that will bring your anger down, that will bring your arousal level down. That is the point, that the music will, that will reduce your stress level actually. That's not an exercise. Exercise when exercise when listen the music and dance. That's the exercise.
Combination of this.
Combination of that. This is thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Hello.
No, sir. No, sir. There is no question from the part of participants.
Hello.
I think Deepan Vasu asked any question.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
What is the characteristic of good mental health, and what is the symptom of mental illness?
Sir, symptoms of characteristics first we talk about, then he will able to decide in the situational, I will talk about the thoughts and the feelings and the actions. I will talking about it as far as my slide is concerned. When you're able to feel, when somebody says, when you're able to feel appropriately and as per the feeling, your thought process starts. When your thought process goes with the positive thoughts, and it goes with the positive thoughts, and it's prolonged with the positive thoughts, and as a feeling and the thoughts and the result for the action comes, when you all jot down, and when action is very positive for you, it is not destructive for you, it is not destructive for others. That is one of the characteristics for good health. Good mental health means in a such a hard situation, you are out of the situation, and you are out in a such a way that you don't you don't distract others, you don't distract himself, but you tackle the situation in such a way that he or she or some others, he don't hurt somebody. And second part of the question, sir, can you repeat, please?
What is the symptom of the mental illness?
Symptoms of the mental illness. You feel fatigueness, you feel sadness sometimes. This is a mental illness. It comes when you're not able to decide. Mental illness, when I'm talking about to the depression level, when it goes outside the depression level, it's lot of symptoms comes when your body and neuromuscular coordination is not supporting each other. One of the symptoms, when the acidity starts for a long period of time, it is a symptoms of a depression. That depression lead to the cancer, stomach cancer, XYZ cancer comes to the. These are all the symptoms. Your anxiety levels go so high, your anger level goes so high. These all are the symptoms of mental illness, actually.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is there any question?
No, madam, no. Any question?
No question. Can we go proceed towards concluding our session?
No, second session.
A second speaker is waiting.
Oh, actually, it's almost 5.
No.
So I have to go actually. My time was up to 5. So.
Okay.
Oh, but then Kunal request him to short the lecture.
Mahesh sir, are you audible?
Just highlight. Only 15 minutes left.
Kunal sir. Kunal sir. Hello. Kunal sir. Same problem remains with Khetmali sir.
Same problem. I think same problem.
No voice message at least. At least. Is it possible to send at least some voice audio?
কুনাল ফোনে ওনার সাথে যোগাযোগ করে যদি ফোনে উনি কিছু বলতে চান।
Samastri madam?
Yes, sir.
Same problem. So you can conclude the today's session.
Okay, I will be giving the vote of thanks.
No,
No.
Devanjan.
Devanjan.
Okay, Devanjan.
Devanjan.
Devanjan is there. Please call him, Devanjan.
Okay. So some technical problem. We conclude today's session.
Yes,
So
you call
now
Devanjan.
it is time for valedictory for today's session. So I request to Dr. Devanjan Maiti, Assistant Professor and Head Department of Sanskrit, Siddhinath Mahavidyalaya, to deliver today's valedictory speech. Devanjan, are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can. Okay. It's really a matter of regret that we couldn't hear the Mr. Khetmali's speech. Whatever. So it's my privilege that the valedictory session is given to me. I'm really thankful to the organizers for presenting my valedictory speech before the August audience and the dignified speaker of the webinar. I would like to thank Dr. Manoj Kumar for sharing his wonderful thought. He neatly underscores the importance of physical and mental wellness in the life, especially at the time of present pandemic disaster. Actually, today the advancement of civilization is about to stop. For the last few months, we are confined in our homes. There is also a paradigm shift in the work culture, in our work culture. Though the concept "stay home, stay safe" concept is an inevitable part toward of the COVID-19, but this home-centric lifestyle makes us sedentary. This has a deep impact over our physical and socio-mental health. Only the physical activities like doing homeworks by own, regular exercise, and obviously appropriate diet can improve physical and mental health at the time of COVID-19. It reduces subclinical depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and delay on the onset of the dementia. It makes people more resilient to the COVID-19. Resilience is an important factor during the COVID-19, right? So Dr. Dhardwal beautifully explains the psychological crisis of the mature person as well as of the crisis of the adolescence period, its causative factors, preventive measures, and curative cares. His expressions is not only important to manage the depression in the present pandemic disaster, that is COVID-19, but it's a life lesson. Personally, it's a learning experience. Not only for me, I think for all participants, it's a learning experience. I just want to add a note related to the relationship of body and mind. It's a verse from the Kathopanishad where our life is compared with a chariot. The verse goes as Atmanang Rathinang Vidhi Shorirang Rathamevatu Buddhintu Sharathing Vidhi Mana Pragraham. Our Atma, that is soul, is like the rider of a chariot, Rathi. Our Shorira, the body is the Ratha, chariot. Our intelligence, that is Buddhi, is Sarathi, chariot driver. And our Mana, mind, is Pragraha, rope of the chariot. So all these things are interconnected. Our body, our health, all these are interconnected. So for this session, I'm very grateful to the speaker for giving this wonderful presentation. So it's really a learning experience for me. Now I'd like to Professor Tonmoy Rai to give the vote of thanks. Thank you very much.
What?
Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I feel honored and grateful to have the opportunity to give a vote of thanks on this special day. Particularly, I must mention Dr. M.K. Dhadwal's speech, where he was raising the need for fitness, for mental health, and being happy ourselves in this webinar. The way in which he has alluded this subject was extraordinary. I would like to thank all those organizing teams, teachers, and staff members. I must not forget to thank the participants and the students who had given their time and devotion to organize such webinar of today. Much grateful for their contributions. Finally, I again want to thank our principal, Dr. Uma Ghosh, and Dr. Kunal Sardar, HOD of Physical Education Department of Siddhinath Mahavidyalaya, and last but not the least, Dr. Shamosri Shu, HOD of Education Department of Siddhinath Mahavidyalaya, for participating and organizing such great ceremony. I would like to thank you again for making today's event successful. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Tanmoy Rai. So, Dr. Sur, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, can
end
we
the program. Okay.
Yes, you just give a notification to the participants about the next day, the last day.
Okay,
Madam
you may
and Kunal
notify.
sir, please, can you please excuse me, then I can go, please? Can you
Oh,
permit
okay,
me to go?
okay, Manoj sir.
Okay, madam. Okay, sir. Okay, bye. Have a nice time. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Kunal sir just give a notice that that is the last day, and all of them are required to participate to get the feedback, and to get the e-certificate last day. Attendance is must.
Okay. You can say.
Okay. So thank you, participants, for giving keep patience to devoted hearing to our respected speaker, sir Dhadwal sir, and we are quite unfortunate that we cannot manage to hear the speech of Dr. Khetmali sir. So please bear with us, and it's an announcement that tomorrow is the last day of 3-day webinar, and you are required to attend. All of you are required to attend the last day event, because last day you will be given the feedback form, and after filling that you will be given e-certificate, and without feedback form we cannot give you e-certificate. So please try to arrange to come tomorrow. So today I am concluding the session with a lot of thanks to Dr. Uma Ghosh, our beloved principal ma'am, Dr. Kunal Sardar, our convener, and all the organizing committee members, and our teachers, and all the participants, and the respected speakers, the resource persons. So thank you, and concluding the session for today.
Bye.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, all of you.
All of you, bye.
All of you, bye.